because with due respect to whoever the legal team are, I don't suppose many of them have to suffer the problems that we do. They're probably living in very nice places in a nice select part of the world, and they don't have the problems of traffic congestion, people on housing lists trying to buy or rent houses which aren't there, and problems of that nature. I'm not saying that we should tell them what to do, but we should raise and present the problems for them to consider. There has not been much publicity on the housing and infrastructure problems. We ourselves actually only a year or so ago really got to the bottom of what the housing needs were. And it's an enormous number of houses. It's 23% extra upon what we have today. And if one of the recommendations of the aviation committee came forward, the airports commission came forward, it would put an extra 8% on top of that, possibly. It could be 31% extra housing within Windsor and Maidenhead by 2030. We've got awful problems and arguments about houses being squeezed in at the present time.
Can I just check some of those numbers actually? Look, so there's about 65,000 households in the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead. Over a plan period, we need to, borough level plan, we need to, assessed need is about 14,000, but you've just thrown out a number, Malcolm, which is 30%, which is suggesting over and above the borough local plan assessed need of 14,000 additional units, potentially another 20,000 additional units in one local authority. So I just want to be slightly careful about some of these numbers which are being thrown around here. That's one local authority, 200 extra, 20,000 extra homes. I think there are 12, neighbouring local authorities. So if you were to extrapolate that out, we'd be talking close on 250,000 new homes based upon the numbers you've just thrown out there. So I just want to be slightly careful what we're saying here.
Make a comment, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
I'm reading the Davis Commission's final report. When it came to this issue, because they were nervous about housing, they said, well, there's lots of unemployment in Hounslow and the like, and so this additional runway will soak up those people. So there's a workforce out there that's not being utilised. It went on to say that, by the way, with Crossrail, it would be easy for people to come from east of London to Heathrow, and they set up this argument that, in fact, the number of homes that would be needed was far less than the numbers that Councillor Beard is talking about. Now, that is unsubstantiated, but the point here, right, I don't know the basis on making on seeking a judicial review, but it must be on process. In fact, they've followed the wrong process, and nothing to do with the number of houses that they've in fact provided, probably in terms of the arguments that say that we can meet, or they can meet the air quality requirements are flawed. So these are quite fine legal points, and I'm absolutely confident that the legal team know what they're doing. If you had read, as I have, the letters that have gone backwards and forth, they have got their finger on the pulse, and I don't think that we can do, if we do anything, it will probably destabilise the apple cart. So I think we're in a good direction. I'm delighted that Councillor Dudley promoted the idea of a judicial review based on what our residents actually wished us to do. They don't like the idea of a Heathrow third runway. They much prefer, if there is going to be increased capacity, Gatwick. And as far as I'm concerned, we're doing the right things, and I don't think there's anything more that at this time that we need to do.
Malcolm, before I hand back to you, can I just ask that you don't necessarily make comments about where the legal team live, etc.
No,
I'm sure they will be well aware of all